Cruises look relaxing online, but what are they actually like day to day? Before you book one, here's what first-time cruisers need to know. Cruise doesn't start with relaxation, it starts with waiting. Before you can get on board, you have to do stuff like checking in online and doing stuff like selecting your arrival time, and then you have to go through the security, getting your bags x-rayed and having to go through a metal detector, like airports. You even have to get your IDs checked and get your cruise card and all this stuff before you can even get on board. Once you board the ship, there's a noticeable shift. Cruise members are welcoming, music is playing, and suddenly you're inside what feels like a floating resort. But it's still busy. Everyone is exploring, grabbing food, and trying to get oriented. The key thing to understand is that the first day is about transition, not relaxation. The calm vacation mode feeling usually doesn't kick in until later that evening or even the next day. Once things settle down, daily life on a cruise follows a rhythm. Each day you're given a schedule, sometimes digitally, sometimes printed, listing activities, shows, dining periods, and events happening across the ship. You're never required to do anything, but there's always something happening. A cruise ship feels like a mix between a hotel, a resort, and a small city. There are quiet spaces where people read, relax, or just watch the ocean, and there are high-energy areas with music, games, and crowds. What surprises a lot of first-time cruisers is how structured but flexible the experience is. There's a plan available for every hour of the day, but you don't have to follow it. Some people pack their days with activities from morning to night, others do almost nothing at all. Both experiences are completely normal. Most cruises are made up of two very different types of days: port days and sea days. A port day is structured. You wake up knowing where you are, when the ship arrives, and when you need to be back on board. These days tend to feel faster, more active, and sometimes a little less rushed. Port days are often what most people look forward to most on a cruise. New places, new experiences, a break from the ship. But what port days actually feel like depends a lot on your expectations. Most port days start early, really early. You'll usually wake up before the ship arrives or shortly after. And there's an unspoken pressure to get moving. Breakfast is busier, elevators fill up quicker, and the ship suddenly feels very active again. Once you leave the ship, the experience can feel completely different from a typical land vacation. You're usually on a schedule, even if you don't realize it. There's a set return time, and the clock is always in the back of your mind. Some people love this structure. It makes the day feel purposeful and exciting. Others find it a little stressful, especially if they prefer slow, open-ended exploring. Another thing first-time cruisers don't expect is how physically demanding port days can be. There's a lot of walking, a lot of standing, and often very little shade. By the time you return to the ship, many people are more tired than they plan to be. But here's the part that surprises most first-time cruisers. Coming back to the ship feels incredibly satisfying. You've explored, you've seen something new, and now your room, food, and quiet spaces are waiting for you. That contrast between active days off the ship and comfort waiting aboard is one of the biggest reasons people love cruising. Sea days are the opposite. There's nowhere you have to go, nothing you have to do. The ship itself becomes the destination. Sea days feel slower, more open-ended. People sleep in, they wander, they sit on deck, they casually move from one thing to the next. Some first-time cruisers love sea days because they feel calming and freeing. Others don't enjoy them because they prefer exploring places. Knowing which type of day you enjoy more tells you a lot about whether cruising is right for you.
I hope you figured out whether or not a cruise is right for you. If you watched all the way through, thank you so much. It means a ton to me. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. If you want to see a new video, check out the short I just posted. It is about the new ship that Royal Caribbean just released called Hero of the Seas.